Welcome to Banner Finance new search pages. Finance Technology developed some new Banner Finance search pages using Banner Page Builder. These new pages are FZIACCT Account Code Search, FZIACTV Activity Code Search, FZIFUND Fund Code Search, FZIGRNT Grant Fund Search, FZIORGN Organization Code Search, and FZIPROG Program Code Search. We will review each of these new pages. But first, let's look at the naming convention of the pages. The acronym for the page defines some characteristics of the page. The new pages contain F for Finance, Z for Custom Page, which means it's not part of Baseline Banner, and I for Inquiry. And the last four letters are a description of the page. Each of these pages, these new pages, are similar to FTV pages in Banner. FTV stands for F equals Finance, T equals Table, and V equals Validation. And we have one form that is similar to FRI, which is Finance Research Inquiry. Since FTV pages are validation tables, these pages contain entries or records for all possible codes that exist. Let's take a look at the new search page, FZIACCT. FZIACCT is similar to FTV-ACCT. There are some important differences. FZIACCT provides a more condensed search. It includes only the most current record, only active account codes, and only data enterable account codes. FZIACCT is not case sensitive. FZIACCT provides important information regarding accounts available in Concur. And there is no exit button from the page for FZIACCT. You must use Home or Search menu on the left side to navigate to another Banner page. Here is a screenshot of FTV-ACCT. Notice there are multiple instances of one account code. Now let's look at FZIACCT. The page opens with a blank query if it is the first time in your Banner session to open the page. Banner Page Builder pages look more like self-service Banner pages than Banner admin pages. Enter your query selection. Your values do not need to be case sensitive. Note, I entered a lowercase a in the Chart of Accounts field. Then you can choose the Search button. The data for our search displays in the table below. You can sort by column, ascending or descending, by clicking on each of the column headers. To start a new search, choose the Start Over button. This clears the values in the query fields and removes the data previously queried. To export the search data to Excel, choose Export Details. The download document appears. The download can be opened in Excel. Note the Concur columns have a Y or N for yes or no, instead of the check mark that is displayed on the page. The account code search has the following query options. COA for Chart of Accounts. ACCT is account code. It assumes a % wildcard at the end. So enter a 7 to get all account codes that start with 7. Enter %7 to get all account codes that have a 7 in the account code. Title, which is account title, assumes % wildcard at the beginning and the end. This pulls all account codes with those characters in the account title. Account type assumes % wildcard at the end, and type title is your account type title, and it assumes % wildcard at the beginning and the end. It pulls all account codes with those characters in the account title. There are 3 checkboxes for Concur. The Concur P-Card Non-Travel is a checkbox for accounts that are available in the Concur P-Card Non-Travel module. Concur Travel and Expense Reimbursement is a checkbox for accounts that are available in the Concur Travel and Expense Reimbursement module. And finally, the Concur Invoice checkbox is for accounts that are available in the Concur Invoice module. Now let's take a look at FZIACTV, Activity Code Search. FZIACTV is similar to FTVACTV. However, there are some important differences. FZIACTV provides a more condensed search. It only shows the most current record, only active activity codes, and only data enterable activity codes. FZIACTV is not case sensitive, and there is no exit button from this page. You must use the home or search menu on the left side to navigate to another banner page. Here is a screenshot of FTVACTV. Notice repeating instances of the same activity code. Now if we look at FZIACTV, the page opens with the blank query if it is the first time accessing the page in your banner session. These pages all function in a similar manner, so I won't go over each feature again. I queried for chart of accounts equal A. These are the results. The activity code search page has the following options: chart of accounts, activity code, which assumes the % wildcard at the end. You could enter a 2 to get all activity codes that start with a 2, or enter %2 to get all activity codes that have a 2 in the activity code, and activity title, which assumes a % wildcard at the beginning and the end, and pulls all activity codes with those characters in the activity title. Now let's take a look at FZIFUND, Fund Code Search. FZIFUND is similar to FTVFUND. However, there are some important differences. FZIFUND provides a more condensed search with only the most current record, only active funds, and only data enterable funds. FZIFUND is not case sensitive. FZIFUND also has additional fields to query. Again, there is no exit button from this page. You must use the home or search menu on the left side to navigate to another banner page. Here is a screenshot of FTVFUND. Notice again the repeating instances of the same fund code. Now if we look at FZIFUND, the page opens in a blank query mode if it is your first time accessing during a banner session. I queried for chart of accounts equal to A, and you can see the results. You can change filter values and search again, start over, and export the data to Excel. You can sort on the column headers by clicking on them. The Fund Search page has the following query options: chart of accounts, fund code, assuming % wildcard at the end, fund title, assuming % wildcard at the beginning and the end, fund type, assumes % wildcard at the end, organization code default, assumes % wildcard at the end, program code default, assumes % wildcard at the end, home org, which is assigned for general ledger or fund balance reporting purposes, assumes % wildcard at the end, and home program, which is also assigned for general ledger or fund balance reporting purposes, assumes percent wildcard at the end, and fund manager, if applicable, assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. Fund manager will mainly be used for grant funds. Now let's take a look at the next search page, FZIGRNT, Grant Fund Search. This page is similar to FRIGRNT, Grant Code Inquiry. However, there are some important differences. FZIGRNT is not case sensitive. FZIGRNT has additional fields to query and additional information for indirect cost purposes. This query is a two-part query with summary and detail information. And again, there's no exit button from the page. You must use Home or the Search menu on the left side to navigate to another banner page. Here's a screenshot of FRIGRNT. The page opens in query mode where you must enter a value to query on. In this case, I chose GR25396 to query. Now if we look at FZIGRNT, the page opens in a blank query mode if it is your first time to access during your current banner session. I'll query on that same grant code even though we have several options for querying, and then choose Search, and I get back some data. To drill down further on this grant, click on the grant desired in the detail below. Then more details for that grant appear for each fund related to that grant. Data by fund includes the fund manager, indirect cost rate, center, institute, shared percent, faculty share CWID, and faculty share name. When exporting from FZIGRNT, the grant data will be repeated for all grant details in the lower section of the query. The Grant Fund Search page has the following options. Grant code assumes percent wildcard at the end. Grant title assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. Principal investigator CWID assumes percent wildcard at the end. Principal investigator name assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. Proposal assumes percent wildcard at the end. Agency assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. Sponsor ID assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. And end date, which is your project end date, assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. There's also grant org, which assumes percent wildcard at the end. Fund assumes percent wildcard at the end. Fund manager assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. Center assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. And institute assumes percent wildcard at the beginning and the end. Now let's take a look at FZIORGN, Organization Code Search. FZIORGN is similar to FTVORGN, but there are some important differences. FZIORGN provides a more condensed search with only the most current record, only active orgs, and only data enterable orgs. FZIORGN is not case sensitive, and it has additional fields to query. Again, there's no exit button from the page, and you must use the Home or Search menu on the left side to navigate to another banner page. Here is a screenshot of FTVORGN. Note the repeating instances of the same org code. Now, if we look at FZIORGN, the page opens to a blank query. This happens the first time querying the page in your banner session. I queried for chart of accounts equals A, and you can see the results. You can change filter values and search again, start over, and export the data to Excel. You can also sort on the column headers by clicking on them. The org code search page has the following query options: chart of accounts, org code, assumes % wildcard at the end, org title, assumes % wildcard at the beginning and the end, org manager, which can be helpful for concur approvals, assumes % wildcard at the beginning and the end, division roll-up, which is your 2-digit org roll-up, assumes % wildcard at the end, division title, assumes % wildcard at the beginning and end, college roll-up, which is your 4-digit org roll-up, assumes % wildcard at the end, and college title, which assumes % wildcard at the beginning and the end. Now let's take a look at FZIPROG, program code search. FZIPROG is similar to FTVPROG, however, there are some differences. FZIPROG provides a more condensed search for only the most current record, only active programs, and only data interval programs. FZIPROG is not case sensitive. There's no exit button from this page, so you must use the home or search menu on the left side to navigate to another banner page. Here's a screenshot of FTVPROG. Notice we have those same repeating values for program code. Now if we look at our new page, FZIPROG, the page opens to that same blank query page if this is our first time to view the page in our banner session. I queried for chart of accounts equals to A and chose search. Our results display on the screen with only the most recent record for each program code and only the ones that are active and data interval. We have those same options of search again, start over, and export details, as well as sorting by clicking on the column headers. The program code search page has the following query options: chart of accounts, program code, which assumes that % wildcard at the end, enter 9 to get all program codes that start with 9, enter %9 to get all program codes that have a 9 in the program code. Program title assumes % wildcard at the beginning and the end, and pulls all program codes with those characters in the program title. We hope that you find these new banner finance pages helpful. This document and video can be found on the Financial Accounting and Reporting website under the References section. Thank you.